I think if it's a moral question, no. If the question is really, is there anything you shouldn't joke about? Because there's nothing you shouldn't joke about. It depends what the joke is. And I think comedy comes from a good or a bad place. There's certain decisions you make, but you have to follow your own moral code. And also it's so subjective, isn't it? Humour. I mean, you can say whether something's funny or not, but you're only saying whether you find it funny or not. I wouldn't go after personal tragedy because I wouldn't find it funny. I don't want one person at home going, why is he having a go at me for something I can't help? You're allowed to have a go at people for things they do, for things they've got a choice about, but you're not allowed to joke about the way people are when they've got no choice over it. You can't have a go at someone's race or age. You can have a go at what they do. Everything they do is a choice. I mean, some people think that my stand-up, I talked about fat people. Now, to me, being fat is a choice. I think that's a choice. Someone on the radio said, oh, Ricky Gervais has a go at fat people. He wouldn't have a go at gay people, and being fat is like being gay. No, it's not. You can't choose your sexuality. But you can choose to eat more or less and exercise, you know. The problem comes when, fat kids are fed by their fat parents. Now that, to me, is nearly a form of child abuse, because I think imposing something on a child is very different to an adult going, okay, I'm going to do something about it. Same as I don't like it when parents impose their political views or their religious views on a child. But if we're talking about adults who are of a fit state of mind to make their decisions, then I think you should only joke about the things that people have a choice over, because anything else isn't funny. And comedy is intellectual. Comedy's not emotional. As soon as it's an emotional element, as soon as it's your agenda, or you're suddenly having a go at someone for something they can't help, it's sort of not funny anymore, because it's based on a falsehood. The reason why real racist jokes aren't funny is because they're not true. They're not true. I grew up and I was exposed to racism, and I did all these things that black people are like this or gay people are like that, and they're jokes, but they're just not based in truth. And so I can't stand any joke that's based on a false premise. I'm thinking, well, that's not true. I can't laugh at the punchline here because it's not true. So it's a comedic decision as well as a moral one. And I'm not one of these comedians who thinks that comedy is your conscience taking a day off. My conscience never takes a day off. I can justify every joke I do. And if I can't make a joke with that person in the room, looking them in the eye, I don't do it.